He walked early, grew late, and was determined always. Turns out, that's a perfect combination of speed, size, and attitude to produce a champion. Texas Tech's Caleb Dean is a historic hurdler, the first man to win the national title in the 60-meter hurdles indoor and 400-meter hurdles outdoor in the same season. His winning time of 47:23 in Eugene made him the second fastest collegiate ever behind the great Rai Benjamin. The backstory to the story? He did it all after recovering from a broken foot suffered during warm-ups of the 2023 400 hurdle final at Nationals. Still managed to finish fourth in that race. Sweeter still, the Red Raiders winning their first ever national crown indoors in Boston. He didn't just beat them, he wrecked them. Bowerman Finalist Caleb Dean.
By the way, you give Kyle Garland a run for his money in green suits.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
Love it. You were at Maryland.
Yeah, I was.
Tell me why you decided you need the change and Lubbock was the place you need to go at Texas Tech.
Honestly, I fell in love with Maryland. That was the school I went to. They were my only offer. So I met my closest friend there. I met my girlfriend there. It was my home because I live like 30 minutes from the University of Maryland. But honestly, it wasn't the place for me. There were better opportunities elsewhere, and I kind of took that leap of faith and wanted to invest in myself. And I went to Texas Tech, the best sprints and hurdles program in NCAA history. Sorry, Grant, but.
And what clicked in Lubbock? Like, what was it that raised your game there?
I mean, I was surrounded by dogs. Each and every day I had to practice with the best of the best. So at every practice, I couldn't, I couldn't lack at practice or anything like that. Coach Rob, he gave me a lot of advice, a lot of coaching techniques and stuff like that. So I'm very grateful for him. So just like the whole support system around Lubbock, Texas Tech, the trainers, nutritionists, everybody.
They made you earn your scholarship.
Oh, yeah.
Like I watched, we the 60 indoors, 60 hurdles indoors, we can get you the relay baton outdoor. Like, do we enjoy that workload? Do we want more? Did we ever go, Coach, we're good?
Kind of. I remember my first conversation with Coach Rob. He called me, he was like, hey, Caleb, like, we trying to offer you a scholarship to Texas Tech. And he was like, what are you looking for? I said, 100%. Like, are you crazy? Like, what you think?
Give me all the money.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, I don't think we could do 100%. We could give you 80. I'm like, 80? What you talking about? But I ended up going there, and I mean, I'm just an athlete. I like to compete. I'm a competitor. So the workload there was nothing new because I did that from high school all the way up.
So you get your own individual national championship, that's great, but what was Boston like when you finally get the trophy and you guys are the best team in the NCAA?
I mean, it was lit. It was a great feeling. We worked so hard for, that moment right there. So it was just a great moment. I was very blessed, surrounded by my teammates, and it was fun.
You jump outside, you run 47:23, and that flashes on the board. What's the first thing that went in your mind when you saw 47:23?
I was like, yo, that's crazy. I can't lie. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't expect to run that fast. I mean, I knew I was going to run 47 in the finals because in the prelims I ran 48:05, that little selly. But in the finals I knew I was going to run 47, but I didn't think it was going to be that fast.
A lot of Olympic people here. You were this close. How have you managed how the trials went? You're close, you hit a hurdle, now you're out. How have you managed that, and how is that moving us forward in our career?
Yeah, it was definitely tough. A couple of days I was in my feelings, listening to a lot of Rod Wave. But it just gives me motivation now. Every time I'm at practice and I don't feel like doing an extra rep, I just think of that moment when I was on the ground, looking up at the screen, noticing DNF by my name. So it gives me motivation, and I'm ready to shock the world next year.
This may come as a shock, but could you repeat who you were listening to again?
Rod Wave. I just went to see his concert on Tuesday, so that's my boy.
Rod Wave.
I don't know him personally, but I like his music.
Sure. You want to guess the over and under of number of Rod Wave sounds I have in my playlist?
Probably zero.
Probably zero is exactly right on, but I'm glad you were there. Real quick, this morning you announced Grand Slam track. Like, congratulations.
Thank
you.
You.
Got a steady work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Like, it's an exciting new venture. What sold you on it?
I get to compete with the best of the best. So I mean, that sold me, and the money, you know.
You getting the full, or are you just getting 80%?
The full.
Getting all the full. Excellent. Let's go over and see what Coach Calvin has to say to you. The Queen?
Hey, we got Coach Rob over here. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm good. So, first of all, did Caleb earn that 100%? I heard he was working toward it.
For the record, he came in on 80.
Okay.
And then he got to 100 the second year.
So he worked for it?
He did.
Okay, so that's probably a testament to his work ethic, especially when you have so many events. How do you keep him focused during practice when there's this event, and that one too?
That is the toughest task with Caleb. He is not the most focused person. But I will say this, when he comes to the track, that switch shifts, and he is very focused on the track, but you just got to get him to that point first.
He's obviously focused. If I remember correctly, he didn't compete until Big 12's outdoor.
Yes, that's correct.
That was his
Big 12
first
was
race.
his first meet.
How did y'all prepare for the rest of the season when such a big championship was his first race of the season?
Well, we sustained a slight injury early in the outdoor season following the indoor, and it was a gamble to say the least, but we had a plan, and we went in, and we knew Big 12 would be the first meet, and obviously with the regional standard, he didn't have a mark or anything, so it was a big gamble.
Right.
But as history would tell, it worked out well.
Obviously, y'all gamble well. Well, back to you, John, over there. Thank you, Coach.
All right, very good. First off, your folks are there. Are you more like your mom or more like your dad?
I think I'm more like my mom, but everybody else says I'm like my dad.
Why is that?
I don't know, I just act just like him, I guess.
Okay. What would you say? Is he more like you, or is he more like, Mom, you can answer.
Motivation and his competitiveness, more like me.
Okay.
Silliness.
But on the track, the killer instinct is you. Okay. He definitely, okay. Who's funnier, you or Terrence Jones?
Me. Terrence
Well-
quiet. He's quiet. He doesn't say a lot.
He
but-
told me before Nationals, I said, what do you like about Lubbock? He goes, reminds me of home. I'm like, dude, you're from the Bahamas.
Yeah, literally. I don't know how.
Yeah, it reminds him of home.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a little Texas quiz, and I feel bad. I wrote this afternoon, and now it sounds like I described Leo's outfit. But do you have a cowboy hat?
I do not.
Do you have cowboy boots?
I do not.
Do you have a pickup?
No.
Do you have a horse?
No, I wish.
Okay.
Hopefully
right.
someday.
If you got anything left over, our guys hurt. Okay. Oh, yeah, belt buckle. You got it? No.
Nah, I don't have anything.
Okay. When you text, do you use emojis?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I like the crying face emoji.
Good.
That's my most used emoji.
I made a joke about your height, but I feel like I know the answer. Can you dunk?
Of course.
Of course you can, yeah.
Of course I could dunk. You know, a little windmill. You know,
Come on
nothing
now.
too crazy.
Would you rather give up your smartphone or a laptop?
Laptop.
Okay, you got to keep the phone.
Yeah.
Can you imitate Coach Wes, Coach Kitley?
Dang, y'all put me on spot. I can't right now.
Okay.
Y'all put me on spot.
Does he have something he says a lot?
No, he does say a lot.
Like what?
I'm on spot again. I don't know. Maybe after this, I'll think of something for sure.
Does he ever say I'm a hell of a coach if he just asked me? Or
Oh,
whatever
no,
it
he's
was?
humble.
Makes-
Humble guy right there.
There we go, okay. Most recent movie you saw?
Smile 3. Oh, Smile 2? Smile 2.
Smile 2?
Smile 2.
Okay.
Smile 2.
How expensive does the dinner check have to be before you say, can we split that?
If I'm with my girlfriend, you know, I'll cover it. I'm a gentleman.
You should, absolutely.
You know, but if I'm with a friend, of course I'm splitting it 50, you know.
Okay, I've asked this before, but long as she's here, like what's the appropriate amount to spend on a Christmas gift on your girlfriend?
She bougie, so I say minimum 500.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy.
That's all right.
Oh, that's crazy? Oh, shoot.
I'm just curious, I'm not taking sides on this. Although we know he just came into some fresh cash this morning. Finally, tell me, what would a Caleb Dean t-shirt look like? What would you do with it?
I would probably have a picture of me doing like a backflip or something like that. I mean,
Okay.
you know, I always like to do backflips, so.
I did not know that, but
Yeah, I did one at graduation and I almost like busted my butt. But, so never again.
That was your master's degree, right? You got 2 of them?
Yeah, undergrad I did the backflip, but now I'm actually pro now. I gotta save my legs. They make me money, so I
Already?
just hit the Shamar dance at this most recent graduation.
But see, you got to make smart decisions.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
Good for you when you do
For
that.
sure.
Everybody, Caleb Dean from Texas Tech.
Thank you.